Hello, today we're going to take a look at an interesting ending with two different colored bishops. So in this position, what we want to do is push this pawn, but obviously this cheeky bishop is blocking our way. So what would be the move? Well, g4, we're sabotaging these two pawns, and he can take with either one of them. Well, if he takes with g4, h5, we push this pawn again, sabotaging this pawn. He takes, we go a8, creating a queen. Well, he has to take a8. f5, we create more space for this king to move around. And f7, g5. After g5, he goes f3 right back, defending these pawns, because if he tries to push either one of these pawns, well, we have our bishop protecting this. Then we go a7, try to push this pawn again, and because of these two pawns, we have two through pawns, which is a really good position for white. He goes a8 back, just moving his bishop around, and we go h4. He moves his bishop back again, f5, we start pushing our pawns, g7, g3, f7, e5, e4, we take the pawn.
Howdy, partner. If you want to stay in this town, you better like and subscribe to this channel, boy. Or else, you know what the one-eyed Joe do.
He pushes his pawn, but we take with the bishop. f6 trying to attack our pawn, but we can give it up. f5, f4, and in this position, because he moved his bishop, we can finally have a through pawn. But what if he takes with g4? Well then, we push our pawn with the same idea of sabotaging this pawn. He takes, we go h5, mirroring the idea that we just had, f6, g3, he moves his bishop, h6, moves his bishop, h5, pushing our pawn, and it's really similar to the idea that we just had. Finally, e5 check, he has to move, h6, we push our pawn once more, he goes f3, we go f4, e4, f6, g3, pushes his pawn finally, we take with the bishop, he takes our pawn, but we push our king, he has to go protect his pawn trying to move it, but obviously he wouldn't be able to because we're gonna win this game. d6, f4, f2, g4, and king c7. In this position, it looks like an easy win for white.